What's going on, YouTube? Thank you for tuning in to another episode. I hope you're all taking care during this COVID-19 pandemic. Because a lot of us are staying at home during this time, I'm going to try to pump out some extra content for you guys and gals, and dogs, and cats, and babies. I'm just kidding. This video is not made for kids. So, go get your parents' permission. So let's get on with this episode. Can overlanding make you fat? Now, that's not a clickbait title, and I'll prove it, because I'm going to answer that question right now. Yes, overlanding can make you fat. And I'll explain why. This goes for me, not for anyone else, but before I started overlanding, I would get outdoors on a bike, on a kayak, on my 2 feet, but now I find that when I overland, I spend a lot of time in my vehicle. Doing all those outdoor activities required a certain level of fitness. So it goes without saying that I would have to exercise and kind of maintain my body to be able to go snowboarding, or riding a bike 100 miles, or kayaking 10 miles, or hiking up Half Dome, which is 16 miles with close to 6,000 feet of elevation gain. Overlanding has satisfied my need for adventure, so I haven't been exercising as much, because instead of maintaining my body, I just have to maintain my vehicle. So while turning into a little Buddha was 100% my fault, I have to be honest, I would rather go overlanding and exploring the outdoors in my vehicle rather than hiking or doing other physical activities. So this is a friendly reminder to not forget about your fitness. I know overlanding might be new to you, and you're buying all the gear, you're doing all the research, you're sitting on a computer for hours upon hours, looking up your maps. Don't fall into the same trap that I fell into. Try to maintain your fitness. Now, if you have fallen into the same trap, then let's get back into shape together. The secondary point of this video is overlanding can actually slim you down. It could get you deeper into the woods to go mountain biking. You could camp for free next to a ski resort to get multiple days on the slopes. And on a recent trip of mine, before the orders to self-isolate at home here in the USA, we actually used the activity of overlanding to enable us to get these hikes in. On day one, we did the Kanarra Fall hike. We then camped on a cliff overlooking Zion National Park, hiked Angel's Landing first thing in the morning, and then hiked the Red Cliffs. So what do you say? Let's get this adventure started. Some people seek help from a personal trainer, but sometimes a dog is your trainer. So this dog right here greeted us at the parking lot, and now he's touring us on this trail. Now he's waiting for us. Come on, guys, this way. Seriously, this dog is leading the trail.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah. He's bolted away. There he is, waiting for us. And there he is, a dog. A special breed of dog. A dog that is smart enough to follow a trail and lead us humans to the waterfalls. What's up, buddy? He's behind you. Uh-oh, where'd he go, dog? Alright, this is getting really interesting now. Turned into a slot canyon. We got no choice but to get our feet wet. Which mine already are, so I don't care. It's like the Narrows. Feet are wet. And this place is awesome. Woo. Is the water cold? Yeah, it absolutely is. But since I'm moving around, it's not so bad. Hey, where's that dog at? There he is. I was wondering where the dog went. Oh, cool. Alright, now that I've been standing here, my feet are actually frozen. They kind of hurt. They're all tingly. Look at that. That's cool. Sorry, doggo. Oh. 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 Okay. Hey. Oh. Hey, doggo. Where's your stick? Here. Here. There you go. There you go. There you go. Woo! Oh, it's so sad. We gotta leave him. Woody. Oh, Woody. Okay, okay. All right, here we go. Here we go. Woo! I'm gonna feel so bad leaving this dog. So sad to leave the dog. All right, doggo, wait for us. Wait for us, doggo. I have to say, this was a really sad moment for me. We had to leave our canine companion behind. There was a little comfort, just knowing that he's such a smart dog. When we got back to the parking lot, he wasn't there, so I guess he probably just went back home, wherever that might be. Goodbye, doggo. Now that we're done with the hike, we're heading over to Zion National Park to camp out for the night. Because this was a spare-in-the-moment trip, we did not secure any campsites. This is where overlanding / car camping could enable you to get some rest and do your outdoor physical activity the next day. I don't want to completely give out this location for obvious reasons, but I will give you a big hint. It's about 7 miles away from Zion National Park. Here's another hint. If you ever watch the YouTube channel Matt's Offroad Recovery, he refers to this hill as Cry Baby Hill. Speaking of which, when I was driving through Hurricane, I actually ran into him. Hey, you're from Matt's Offroad Recovery, aren't you? I recognize you. I watch a lot of your videos. As you can tell, I'm a pretty big fan. So here it is, Crybaby Hill. It's a little steep, but once you start driving up it, it's really not that bad. When it's muddy, I'm sure it can be very, very difficult to traverse. I'm with my friends Lewis and Haley, and they're driving up in a 2016 Lexus GX 460. The road to the campsite does look a bit narrow, but just take it slow and you'll be just fine. My Honda Passport is actually wider than many people think. It's a few inches just as wide as a half-ton truck. And here it is. This is one epic spot that overlooks Zion National Park. So I'm supposed to do a YouTube review on this product, but kind of haven't gotten around to it yet.
So what's the purpose of it? To like, what do they market it as?
A camping light.
Okay, camping light to like go around a campfire, or like on a camper, or
well, if you're to string it up, it provides so much area light.
Yeah, it does.
And it's very versatile. It's waterproof.
Okay, so it's kind of a camping light for whatever you want.
Exactly.
They don't market it for like one specific thing.
Yeah, people use it for boating. They'll actually put these in the water.
Cool.
Yeah.
Super cool.
I think if I could string it up. This is the Angel's Landing hike. More than half of it is actually on this paved trail. This is a very popular hike in Zion National Park, and if you're able to, start as early as possible. Otherwise, the trail gets overly congested. This hike is rated as strenuous. It's also very dangerous and not for the faint of heart. Don't go if you have balance issues, or if you're prone to panic attacks. You don't need to be overly brave. There's a chain right there, might as well use it, because if you slip, you're gonna die.
Get it, man, get it. Get it, man, get it.
No, my first time and I'm struggling. My friends left me. Okay, thanks. Ooh, this is fun. We'll drop on both sides. By the way, I am sorry about the heavy breathing, but I am 260 pounds here. Oh, you're good, you're good. I'll hang on the edge or something. There we go. I'll be a daredevil. Thanks. Come on down. Yeah, there's just two of us coming up, so. Actually, you could probably go. I'd probably go on this side. You could use that. Yeah. Stuff is grippy. So in case you're wondering, I found the chain stage of this trail not that physically demanding. The chains are there to help you keep your balance. If you're familiar with the half dome cables, they are actually physically strenuous and require upper body strength. For me, climbing up these steep switchbacks was the hardest part of this hike. After getting to the end, we did a little bit of celebrating, but there was no way I was going to join my friend Lewis at the edge of the cliff. The Angel's Landing hike is a hard act to follow, but surprisingly there was enough unique features and charm on this trail. The trail isn't very long, I think it's less than 2 miles. So with the trail almost complete, it's about that time to finish up this episode. I really appreciate you guys watching. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing and hitting that like button. In the midst of the coronavirus pandemic, I hope all of you take care, be safe. Right now in the USA, we're prohibited from going out on trails and adventures and hiking. Don't worry, there will be another time for that. So until then, I hope you don't have fun on your adventures because you're not supposed to be out. Alright, till next time. Till next time. Alright, so driving home from Las Vegas. I've been cruising it at 20.3 mpg. This is what strong crosswinds.